it's Hannah. Today I'm gonna take you through my entire interior of my IKEA PAX wardrobe. No, none of this is staged. This is exactly how I use it every single day. And I'm gonna tell you what I love about it and what I really wish I would have done differently, and is it worth the cost? A little bit of background about this PAX wardrobe. So we actually built this because we are a family of 5 living in a very small townhouse, and the housing affordability just isn't there. So when I was pregnant with my 3rd child, we weren't able to move. I actually converted my master closet into her bedroom. So she sleeps like off of my bed, which is perfect because she has her own space and I have my own space. But I needed a place to put my clothes. So enter the IKEA PAX wardrobe. This is the wardrobe I chose, and I think it's really, really beautiful. All these pieces are from IKEA, except for the mirror that I added and the crown molding. But even the doors are really beautiful. Like, I am really impressed with the look of the doors, and I went with these super oversized handles as well. If you're looking for a full tutorial on how to build this, I have it on my page as well. So I really love these doors. There are so many different doors that you can choose from at IKEA. And I think that's one of the things that really makes this PAX wardrobe look more custom. They've got doors with mirrors, they've got different colors. But the one thing that you need to think about is what color are your doors and what color is the actual frame. So what I mean is that the doors might not match up to the color of the frame, because I think there's only 2 or 3 colors. Like, there's white, black, brown, and then there's a wood tone. So I really want to get black doors, but then the black frame was not in stock. In a closet, the issue of the doors not matching the wardrobe isn't really a big issue because the sides get hidden, right? Usually against the wall. But if you're having it like a wardrobe like I do, you want to think about whether that color combination is going to look good. And I actually thought a lot about whether I would get one of these doors as a mirror, because they have a mirrored door option, but I just decided against it because I like this look where everything is very like timeless and classic. And then I took one of those cheap like $10 mirrors and I just added like this gold frame to it. And I think that's nice because I still have the mirror, but it's not part of the aesthetic of the actual IKEA PAX wardrobe. So there are so many components to this IKEA PAX wardrobe, and I'm gonna go through them one by one and just show you what I've done with it, and then we'll talk about what I wish I had done differently. So one of the questions I get asked most often is this enough space for all of my clothes? And for me, it is. I live in a cold climate, Canada. So this is where I keep all my t-shirts, and then I keep my long sleeve shirts and blazers. But in terms of overflow items like sweaters, I keep them all in here. And you can see I don't follow like, you know, the best folding method, but you know, everything's in here. And I had some bins once upon a time when I first got this, but you know, inevitably that's how drawers turn out. So I mean, I'm showing you my drawers because like they're not the most tidy, but I didn't get all the IKEA organizers. I got some of them, but they actually add up really quickly. So I opted to use some shoe boxes, some other like random boxes. Come on, adults, we get tons of beautiful boxes and we hate throwing them away. That's a perfect reuse for them. So on this side, I have all like my skirts and my dresses. And then because I'm Pakistani, I have like my long ethnic clothes. And I think that this is really great. One thing that does kind of bother me a little bit is sometimes the clothes like touch the bottom. So, you know, I didn't actually measure how long my dresses were when I designed this, but that's one thing that I wish I would have done to make sure that this length would have been appropriate. Okay, I'm not gonna go inside my underwear and sock drawer, but just, you know, this is where I keep some of my smaller things, so my underwear and socks, and here's my workout clothes. And then this in here is like some just overflow things, tank tops, random socks that I cannot throw away because I can't find their matches. So I ended up running out of space to keep some of my purses. I'm not a huge purse girl anyways, but I just got a basket and I put it here. I had some space under these skirts. So that's something you could totally do. Like, you know, if you have some space, just, you know, add some baskets. I could probably put some of the stuff here too in this little corner if I really needed to. One of my favorite things is that I can add extra storage at the top of this wardrobe where I can't really reach my everyday clothes anyways. I couldn't have put the clothes hanger there so I can put my kids' stuff. And here I keep all my kids' hand-me-downs, things that are out of season, just anything we don't need right now. And I love this because we get a lot of hand-me-downs, but also I don't have anywhere else to really keep these. So the jewelry organizer is great, but one thing I don't understand it is why these don't fit exactly. So when I put, you know, these organizers are all from IKEA. There was this gap here and it just drove me crazy. So I got these from the dollar store and luckily they fit perfectly. So those actually fill the gap, but I didn't understand why there was like this leftover gap here. But I do like these organizers. Yes, I have all my statement necklaces still. I like that, you know, there's a spot to put earrings and rings as well. And then, you know, your necklaces and some of your bracelets as well. The one thing is that I find that even though these are felt, they actually don't really stay in place when you slide them. Sometimes the necklaces and stuff slide in like back and forth. It's not such a huge deal, but like just, you know, like that one should be like this, right? Like, I don't understand it exactly, but that's just one small thing. So I actually have a lot of jewelry. I love jewelry. So I have two jewelry organizers, that one. And then I wanted one over here too for my larger statement earrings. But there was actually a problem where the IKEA jewelry organizer doesn't fit here. So these are just the things I didn't realize, but you have to actually account for more space if you're gonna be using this insert. So this insert has a bit of height, so there's no way for me to put this in here and the door would close. So, I mean, I guess that was just like something I didn't realize, but what I did instead was I got this rubber mat from the dollar store. It's kind of like that texture of yoga mats. And, you know, I put all my earrings on here. It's pretty good, it doesn't slide too much, and that's where I can put all my earrings. So when I say I love jewelry, I'm not kidding. I also made a bangle organizer. So this I actually DIY'd myself and I've gotten a lot of requests for it. So I'm gonna do a detailed video. It's gonna be linked in the comments below, but I think this is fantastic. So check this out, right? You take this off, okay? You take out whatever earrings or bracelets you need, you put it back, it's perfect, right? Like it's just really beautiful and functional. And it's kind of a neat way to like organize any drawer. I did it in the PAX Wardrobe, but you can actually do this in any kind of drawer. I also got these, they're like these little plastic plugs you can put inside the holes, and that just makes it look a lot more finished so you don't see a ton of black little holes. Now, I didn't actually get enough because I didn't know how many I would need, so you can see like, you know, I still need to finish this off in some places. First, everyone wants to know what don't you like about it and what you would have done differently, so let me give you my most honest opinion. Now, what's great about this IKEA PAX Wardrobe is that it does have a warranty. It has a 10-year warranty, and so it's really easy for you to just swap stuff out. But think about it, like if something in here wasn't working, it'd be kind of annoying for me to like take it out, pull it apart, and take it to the store and get a new one, right? So let me show you what I mean. This is one of the things where I could just get this swapped out, but it's kind of hard for me to because I actually got everything delivered to my house because these doors are so long. They're almost 8 feet long. So the doors are supposed to all have soft closing hinges. And when I bought them, they did, okay? So this one closes nice and soft. This one does not, right? So for me to change the hinges, I would have to take the door off. I don't even know which hinge it is, so I'd have to take off all the hinges, take the hinges to the store, and then get the new hinges and reinstall it. So sorry, I actually don't need to take the door, just the hinges, but still it's kind of like not an easy task. But on the same note of soft closing, all the drawers are soft closing, and so far I have not had any issues where the rollers don't work. So that's a good one. But having the two handles opening at the same time isn't great, right? Because then they often get caught and then you can't open the drawers all the way. That's just a tip for you. If you're gonna be putting two of these side by side, think about putting some type of you know, just like a spacer in between there, or maybe get smaller handles. Or honestly, if this doesn't bother you, just make sure one's closed. So there's two things that I did wrong. I'll just say it was wrong when I designed this PAX wardrobe. One is that it actually goes all the way to the wall. So you can see here I have a window. I actually have a door. It's a Juliet balcony, but there's no balcony, so we never opened the door. So I thought it was fine to block it. But the issue is that whenever I open this, it's like, sometimes it opens, this time it opened for you guys, but sometimes it doesn't open and it's like really hard to get it out. And because of that, these hinges have actually gotten loose because it like always knocks into the door. The second thing with the pan holder, I was so pumped to get this pan holder. Like, I can't even tell you. This is probably one of my favorite things I thought I was gonna love. And I just did not account for enough space for my pans. I'm a short person, so I thought I don't need a ton of space, but I wish I had gone up another couple holes because I just don't like how things like drag on the floor. Because I tried to maximize like every single slot, I wanted to add a shoe shelf here, but I knew I couldn't actually use the insert. So I just chose to have like a sliding drawer and I put my shoes on it. And so you can see the shoes fit when they're like lying down flat. But there's no way for me to put like my boots standing upright, which I thought I would be able to do before I actually ordered it. So all the shoes always have to be flat. And so I think if you're a guy, actually, this is not gonna work. Like all in all, I totally think this IKEA PAX Wardrobe is worth it. This one costed close to $2,000, which honestly for me is an investment. I know some people say, oh, but custom closets cost like $10,000. And I'm like, well, that's like never even gonna be my price range. So yeah, like $2,000 is definitely an investment for us. But for us, like an option to move to a bigger house just wasn't even on the table. So this was like the most affordable and practical option for us, which is to get the IKEA PAX Wardrobe. When I was building my PAX Wardrobe, it was really hard to find all the items in stock. And I think that still continues today. A lot of people have told me that on my Instagram, which is where you can find me every day hanging out. And what I did was I actually had a notification set up for all the pieces that I couldn't order as part of like my one lump delivery. So when the notification went off, I kid you not, I would go like the next morning, because for me, it would be like, hey, there's like 15 drawers in stock. And I'm like, well, I need like 6 of them. So I gotta go right now and get them. So it was a bit of a mission to get it all done. And like this, the glass shelf was the last thing I got. And I just got this like a few months ago, which is like 9 months after I built the entire wardrobe. Do I think this is gonna hold up over time? I absolutely do. For me, I'm an adult. I'm not slamming the doors or the drawers. I think for kids, you wanna just be mindful that like, you know, kids can climb on the drawers. Like, I don't know if I would install a PAX wardrobe for the kids. IKEA has so many other affordable options that are low priced, and like if they break in like 5 years, you're not gonna be really upset. So this is definitely not something I'd recommend for kids. But that door, maybe I will get the hinges fixed, get some new hinges. I hope this video was helpful for you in deciding whether you're gonna buy one of these or not. If it was, make sure you subscribe to my channel and ask me any questions below. I'll answer them.